Hey everybody, we will be getting started in about 2 minutes. I just want to make sure that we are not going to leave anybody out and just allow them a little bit more time to get on. Hey, so I just want to go ahead and thank you guys for tuning in tonight and taking the time out of your day just to hear a little bit more about AdvoCare and what it can not only do for you, but your teammates and just other people in your lives that you can think about the moment or turning around tomorrow and somebody else says something about health or finances, and you now have a solution and a little bit better way to share it with them. So let's go ahead and get started. So when I got started, I solely came to AdvoCare not knowing anything other than they could help with health. And being in it just a little bit over 2 years now, health and finances are the two solutions that we're able to help with. So starting in 1993, we're a world-class nutrition company with over 70 products, phenomenal products at that, with so many doctors and different people to back it up from there. And I'll get into that in a few minutes. But just going into the health part of it, America's #1 problem would be the health and just obesity and knowing how to help it. And so many people turn to what's the best nutrition or what's the best meal for this activity and just different stuff. But being able to really help with weight management and sports performance, and then going even into wellness and skincare. Going past that, which I think is one of the best solutions that we have to offer, is just to help with finances. If that's an extra income plan B, which that's what I'd say 99% of people coming to AdvoCare and saying, I could use an extra $50. I could use an extra $100. Just that plan B of just something a little bit extra they want to get started with. Going even further, widening that scope of what you grew up with, or just the dreams that you had of, you really love the passions and the job that you have, but maybe you could have a little bit better work schedule, just the flexibility that you can build into it by having a plan B income. And then also, you don't come into this alone whatsoever. You're always going to have a coach and support in both areas, health and finances. Just like I said, I came into it a little bit over 2 years ago, just solely on a retail customer in my head. I just wanted the products and I wanted to know how to eat better, to feel better, because I was getting ready for my cousin's wedding, reached in to get the little black dress and it wouldn't zip. I don't know about you, but that's pretty devastating as a girl, #1, to the confidence and just what had happened. I didn't know what happened. I was an athlete and I worked out and I believed that I ate right. And obviously my body said otherwise. So jumping into it, I really only thought that I could come to the table as a retail customer and just buying the products. And then going further, there are more relationships to open it up with. Of becoming a wholesale customer for only $79. Guys, that's awesome. You get 3 boxes of Spark, a little bit over $65 worth of product, and being able to say, I only paid about $12, $13 for a membership, that then opens it up to a 20 to 40% discount. So going into number 3, what I said, the 40% discount just means you can buy in to show that you're all into improving your health, but you want it at that high discount to save the most money. So you either just save it for yourself, or you can even just share it with other people to earn a little bit of that extra income or split it. And then going into number 4, what Graham and I are and will forever be, a business advisor at 40%. So we love the products and will never ever go off of the products, but also we saw it as a business opportunity of something just more for our family. So everybody kind of jumps into it as, why would I ever want supplements? That's something that I questioned as well, and Graham will tell you that I turned him down on it a couple of times and stuff, but I just truly did not know why supplements. I only saw the 2 angles of the triangle of being food and fitness, that I could just really eat all the vegetables, all the fruit, and sneak a couple treats here and there because I worked out. And as I told you, I was unhappy and that wasn't working. So just going into it, the supplements are going to really provide the missing nutrients and different stuff in the food, but also enhance your performance and the outcome of your performance, leading to leaner muscle mass and just different things like that. You're really just adding to it. It's not to be just by itself. I mentioned just who was behind the products, and going into it deeper, the doctors behind the products are not just doctors in AdvoCare. They still practice everything that they went into school for, and chose to do that on a huge level of earning that reputation of Dr. Stanley Dudrick going in and creating the feeding tube. How many millions of babies has he saved? Because he chose to go in and study nutrition so that his clients would not starve or anything like that. So he obviously has a big name to him, and he's going to put his name on our products and continue to practice. The second one that I just want to note on, William Kramer wrote nearly all of Graham's textbooks. So somebody else that we trust and that we saw as him taking the products, his family, his friends, and saying that it was safe. It was safe for him to take it, and it was safe for other people to take it. If you take a look at the green banner at the bottom and it says reputation's everything, I was told that as a little girl from my dad. I can remember a million times of just, your reputation needs to be this, or your reputation needs to be that. But even thinking like further into it, the reputation of a company is huge. Just thinking of like different brands and different companies that I think really highly of because of their president, or because they did something for my family, or just different stuff like that. But that's what I saw in AdvoCare as well, is that they were going to test all of their products of banned substances so that we knew that putting that into our body was going to be safe. And going into the athletes' bodies of our endorsers, or just even the kids that Graham and I coach, and being able to say, hey, yes, I do recommend this because I know that it's safe, and you can see that it was tested. That's absolutely huge to us, as it is to, I know, numerous other families, of saying, yes, my child can take this because I know that it is tested. All right, so I want to touch on the 24-day challenge. This would be one of our biggest sellers, just because you're able to test so many different products at one time. And we aren't a program-based system where it's you jump in and you do one program and it's the end all. You lost a lot of weight and you're gonna look phenomenal the rest of your life. We all know that's probably one of the silliest things of just different diets out there of saying you can do this once and you're gonna be good to go. We know that it's a lifestyle change here of really truly trying to teach people how to eat right and take care of their system, because we only have one body, and so why not put the best nutrition in you and then be able to just live that life of freedom, knowing that you are taking care of the inside of your body, not only the outside. So the 24-day challenge is what I started with, and it's also started with what Graham started with, and just jumping into it to reset our system. So days 1 through 10 is a cleanse pack. People jump into it and they're like, oh, I can't do a cleanse because they think they're going to be in the bathroom. It is so gentle, and that's how a cleanse should be, because it's just like cleaning out the bad oil in your car that you're going to get in and you're going to just literally swipe out your gut. Scrub it all out, make it so that the real absorption of food and the nutrients that you should be getting are going to be able to do its job. So it consists of the herbal cleanse. So you're going to have herbal cleanse tablets that are going to, just like I said, like scrub your gut out at night and be able to push the waste like through. You're going to have Omegaplex, which is the essential fatty acids for just overall wellness. So hair, nails, skin, but it also helps with inflammatory and reducing that. You also have a probiotic, and that's going to, again, continue to clean out your gut and just get it ready, prepare it for the next phase. You also have a fiber drink. You also have a fiber drink that you're able to take, and it's very gentle on your system. But just take that right in the morning with your breakfast, and that's going to do the same thing as well. It's just putting those nutrients into your body that are really good and clean and really aid your gut. And my favorite, and I believe Graham could probably say it was his, but you get a box of Spark. Spark is the mental focus and energy that you're going to need to get through those days of just resetting your system, and your body needs that energy and that clean energy, not the sugar down and just different stuff like that. Moving into days 11 and 24, we have the metabolic nutrition system. So M&S, there's 3 types because we know that not everybody is the same. So those are just your daily vitamins in one single pack that are laid out extremely simple. You have a couple that you need to take in the morning, a couple at lunch, and then your packets are done, and you know that you have your core nutrition in you. So we're starting that off with putting core nutrition back in your system along with your food. So this does not go without food. We have another box of Spark because we know that we loved it days 1 through 10, and we need to continue it for days 11 through 24. And then this is also one of our favorites, is the meal replacement shakes. So they're high in protein and really support your metabolism to keep on moving and to keep just that higher level, since we already cleaned it out and able to kind of reset it. But those are a great source of a meal. I know that everybody's days are busy and we skip meals, or we eat a little bit here and then we eat a really big meal because we're starving by the time that it comes around to dinner. But those really just balance out your day. So those are used in the morning for breakfast, and just going on from there. We can go on to day 25 for all the other products that your goals that you are working towards will need to be met. I just want to share one quick video. Not sure that you guys could hear that, and that was my fault. I don't know why the volume is not working. So we will go back. So moving forward, going into just a little bit more of our Performance Elite line, just another line that we offer, because we know that not everybody's going to come into it and say, well, I need to lose weight, because everybody's different. So going into it, some people come in just solely wanting to gain muscle, or bear with me 1 second. So, sorry about that. But going into it, just wanting to show you guys that, and know that that also goes along with once you have met your weight loss goals and you continue to work out and want to just add more muscle or add more to your training. Those are all phenomenal products. I mentioned a couple times our endorsers, but just going into 3 big names that we have. But I do want to talk about something real quick. We don't pay our endorsers, which was something that was really phenomenal to me, of just knowing that we obviously only give them their product, but we don't write them a check. And for them to come back to us every year and want to be with us and have their name with AdvoCare just really spoke big volumes to me and to a lot of other people, of just knowing that they want these products in their system and it's worth it to them not to take a check. So we see Rich Froning in the corner, and Trevor Bain, Jason Witten, and obviously Drew Brees, but just 4 great guys that took the product themselves for 24 months before their name ever went on it, testing it, taking care of their body, and knowing that that was the best nutrition for them that they chose. So the products work, and I know that Graham knows that. A lot of other teammates on our team came to it because of the products, and then because of that, going into it, just who do you know? So going into a little bit further of our story, I lost the weight within 24 days. I did a 24-day challenge. I lost 19 pounds in 2 pant sizes. That's huge. Especially as a 19-year-old girl sitting there and having her smile back and her confidence back and being able to get up and go run and not feel like a slug anymore, and just different stuff like that. And I just wanted people to feel that energy, have that smile. So just like the screen says, like, who do you know? Who do you know that could want that smile on their face is the same? Or who do you know that wants to lose a little bit of weight or gain more energy? Get them off of the coffee or off of the energy drinks and the hydration drinks and stuff, just to swap out some products so that they can have a better performance or more energy. And then going into a little bit more of the financial opportunity, but who do you know that could benefit from the extra income, time freedom, and who else loves to travel? We have phenomenal trips that AdvoCare offers to that any distributor that's worth it to them to put in the work. So being honest, and just really honest with you guys, I didn't see the vision at first at all of that this could be a business, or that this could be any further than wanting to share it with friends to have their smiles put back on their faces. And then just from that, I knew that if I sold a little bit of product to help them put that smile on, then I could have $100 to put into gas money for my car each month. And that's all I wanted. And then moving further and Graham and I becoming one and getting married, he saw the vision. He saw the vision from day one of sitting down with Brock Meadows and saying, yes, I will try this, and I do want to look into this, and just going home and researching it himself and saying, you know what, I believe this is for me and this is for my family because it offers so much opportunity. Because AdvoCare is such a great company, and not having to create your own website and go and hire all your employees, Graham knew that he could start this business just from his house, sitting on the back porch by the pool and just calling people that he wanted to help as well, and just have them see the opportunity as well. So looking at this slide right now, we see that we have your employee and self-employed on one side, a business owner and investor on the other. If you see the green tab where it says wealth, we have 5% of the wealth with the employees and the self-employed, and you have 95% of the wealth with a business owner and an investor. I know at 19, I was an employee, and that's okay. That was exactly where I was meant to be at that time, and I worked 2 jobs. I was a babysitter, and I worked for a small business owner that just happened to really have opportunity for me to just pour in and have those hours, which I was extremely grateful for because it just paid for my school. I knew that's not where I was always going to be because I was at school to be a teacher, but still that was an employee. And I saw that that paycheck wasn't really ever going to rise. It didn't bother me until January of this year. So January of this year, I saw the opportunity that my husband saw, and I knew that if we could just love on other families and show them that they can have this extra income opportunity, that we could both be in the business owner quadrant. And that's where Graham was. He knew that the system worked for AdvoCare, and he saw that it would be hard work to be in the 5% of the population, but it was worth it to him and the family, that our future family, but right now just us, to go ahead and take that step and to truly put the system into work of getting us there. In June of this year, I got to move from the employee side to the business owner. And all that means is that we were able just to help another family earn some part-time income and gain time back with their family. So I see this as just an opportunity of knowing what's out there. You can be an employee and the self-employed, and that's great. We need people there too. But you can always move into the quadrant of the part-time income. So going into a business owner and just making the system work for you and your family to meet and reach the different goals that you have and the vision that you have for your future family. I mentioned it a little bit about Graham not having to create a website or to go out and hire employees and stuff, but that's what AdvoCare is great at providing for all of us. So the package and the shipping, the products and orders and stuff, we don't have to deal with any of that. We're not running around and sending out Spark to everybody else, but you can just do it at your own convenience. Order it straight to your house. The customer service department, just to mention them for a second, they are phenomenal to work with, and we don't have to hire anybody of that sort. The website maintenance, e-commerce, marketing, materials, accounting, and paychecks, we don't have any of that. It is seriously ready to go. If at 19 years old, if I would have told people about this and then told them that they had to do all this, first off, I would have quit. There's no way I would have done that. That was something way out of my league. But AdvoCare has it ready to go and ready to help any family willing to just take it as another opportunity. So in AdvoCare, we say pick your color. And that just solely means which one do you want to see yourself at, or see you and your family at, of earning the extra income. So when I talked about just earning a little bit of money for gas in my car and stuff, all I saw was that top level. And that at 19, that was great for me. I just saw the 12,000, and I knew that that would put some gas in my car, pay for school a little bit, just different stuff like that. And it wasn't until, like I said, January that I knew that we could go even further than that. So Graham had worked to build the business all the way up to the Ruby level. And that was what he saw too, was just going and continuing to ask more families to come along with him, to share opportunity and to have better quality health and just different stuff going on. But I looked at that 3-star gold level as my teaching income. And I knew that if both of us could go to work together, then we could continue to choose a different color, because we could continue to work and just share and love on more people. So I don't know which one of those speaks to you tonight, and looking at those, but just knowing the possibilities and knowing that that diamond level seems absolutely crazy. And at 19, I had no idea that was absolutely real. But just, I wanted you guys to see that and be able to know just the possibilities, and it really does work. So I'm going to leave you with this, just looking at the 4 relationships again, and knowing that, number one, there's always going to be retail customers, and that is absolutely phenomenal. We need people that are going to want the product and just try the product, and then going into a wholesale customer of just $79 sets your business up. And you get a discount on your products. Who doesn't love Spark at a discount? I know it tastes much better for Graham and I at a discount than it would at just retail price. So I just want to thank you guys for getting on this tonight and coming into it with an open mind, and just knowing that there are other possibilities, and knowing that Graham and I are here to help you with any of your questions, any of the vision that you have for your family. We're here for you, and we believe in you and support you, and we'll be along with you the entire way. So I just want to say thanks again for getting on this, and I hope you guys have a great night. And know that Graham and I's phone are always open for you. Thanks, guys.